everything can be solved in life with a cup of tea. That's my son's little toy kettle. Isn't that so cute? Yes, kids in Britain have toy kettles and I love it. Drink a boil of water. Not really. There's no water in that. So today, everybody, we are going to chat about, first we're going to chat about this weird light. Oh my gosh. The sun is like, it's a weird time of day when I'm filming, so I kind of have a bit of shadowage. Okay, right. So today we are talking about how to make the perfect cup of British tea. Now, this is something I've done a ton of research on. I've lived here 7 years and I've been making tea for a really long time. In the UK, tea is an absolute institution. I kind of knew that before I moved here, but nothing could prepare me for the copious amounts of tea I was going to drink once I lived here and make nonetheless. I spent years in complete anxiety at work when people would ask me to make them a cup of tea. It's a total etiquette thing here, right? So when you're at work, if you're going to make yourself a cup of tea, which everybody does on the daily, you go around to everybody in your area and say, would you like a cup of tea? Would you like a cup of tea? And you make tea for everyone. It's just a total etiquette thing. The fear that would put in me at work, because I didn't know if I was making it right. Would British people like politely drink it, but be completely insulted with how I was just destroying their institution? I am sure I made it wrong for years and years and years. To prepare for this video, I asked my British friends on Facebook how to make the perfect cup of tea. And I was amazed at the certain things that were super, super consistent, like deal breakers to people, and then other areas where people disagreed. There's a few controversies, like, do you put the milk in first? Do you put the sugar in first? Can you use any type of cup? Do you stir right away? Do you do a fresh pot of water to boil? All these different things that go into making the perfect cup of tea. But you know what? You don't have to look any further. I have for you the how-to of all how-to videos. This is how you make the perfect cup of tea. Enjoy.
Right, so let's get started. Everyone agrees one very important thing you must do is use fresh water in your kettle. If you have water already sitting in there, pour it out and get fresh water to make your tea. Try not to get lime scale built up on your tea kettle like we have. Sorry about that. Must remember to clean. Pop it back on, turn it on, and you are in business. Next, go up to the cabinet. Big, big rule, do not use a ceramic cup like that. Big no-no. You must use fine china for your tea. Doesn't have to be from John Lewis, but preferably with a white interior so that you can see the color of your tea once you are adding milk. Now is the time to add sugar if you would like to do that so it has more time to dissolve. If you're not having sugar in your tea, go ahead and get your tea bag, which is right there. Good luck getting it detached from the others with one hand. Nice work, Eileen. Pop it in the cup. Try to get it closed. Your little container there, again with one hand. Not so easy. All right, let's stay focused. Next, go to your drawer, get your spoon. At this point, you would want to get your milk ready. Don't forget to organize your drawers at some point in your life. Mine's a mess. Get your milk. I've put mine in a fancy little container for you. And prepare to brew your tea. By this point, your kettle should be just about boiled. We wait, we wait, we wait. Wait for the little clicker to go off, and ping, there it goes. We're ready. Pour your hot water directly into your mug with the tea bag already in there, as I mentioned, and right away pick up your spoon and start to stir. This is a big thing. If you leave the tea bag just sitting in there brewing, you're gonna get that weird scummy thing at the top. I've sped it up so you don't have to watch the whole process, but you wanna do this for about a minute to a minute and a half. And keep your eye on the color. You can see the tea is brewing away in there. It's getting nice and dark. And we are on our way to the perfect cup of tea with none of that scum business at the top. At the end here, you can choose to leave your bag in the mug if you'd like, so you can adjust it after you add milk. My preference is to go ahead and take the tea bag out now. You can see we've got a lovely dark, dark color, so there's no need to leave it in there. Let's just get on with the milk. At this point, I pour the milk in, grab my spoon, start stirring right away again. Look at the color. Add more milk if you'd like. Make sure you spill some on the counter like I did. Continue to add milk until you've got the ideal color, which you see here. This looks pretty good. It's a manila envelope-ish brown. we're in business. This looks absolutely perfect. One thing I need to make sure I remind you is you must have a digestive biscuit with your tea. I love the new Thins range, which is a little lighter. Dip your biscuit. That's very controversial. I'm a big dunker, and chew, chew, chew. That's tasty, tasty. We have got our perfect cup of tea.
People drink tea for all sorts of different occasions. If you just want to like invite your girlfriends over during the day, you just like, come on over for a cup of tea. And usually you'll have like cake or biscuits, which is what we call a slightly denser, crispier cookie over here. It's called a biscuit, not a cookie. There you go. Or if something sad has happened, something tragic or awful, the first thing you would do, people come to the house and you put on the kettle. It's just what you do. It's like the social thing of having any guest over at your house. When my husband gets home from work, one of the first things I do is say, would you like a cup of tea? So I had one friend who the biggest insult to him would be if you put too much milk in or you didn't let the tea brew long enough and it was weak. But he said, I would be disgusted, but I would politely drink it because I'm British and that's just what we do. We don't complain. One of my friends even went so far as to put this video of a comedian in the UK named Doc Brown. And I think it's called My Cup of Tea. And it's all about how he wants to bring gangster rap back, but he's not angry enough about any topic to rap about until he thinks about how he likes his cup of tea prepared. And he goes into such a rage and starts rapping about it. It's absolutely hysterical. Definitely check it out. I'll link it below. If you liked this video, first of all, thanks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. I would love it if you would subscribe, like, comment, get involved in the conversation. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram also at Eileen Vincett. I post twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I will see you guys soon. Take care. Have a great weekend. Drink your tea. It's good for you. Oh, my name is leaving. If anybody comes over to your house, oh, look at the sun. Oh. This is how you make. Is he knocking on my door? That's better. I do a little shifty. I got sweat rolling down my back. Ugh.